guys. So I am inspired to do this video for so many reasons. One, I wish I did a video every day, if not every week. It's my goal. I'm working on it. But I'm also needing to do these videos just because the elections are coming up. And it's an important time for our country and the world. I have been watching and reading things that usually I have not been, because I have like a visceral response to stupidity and just bullshit. I'm just like, oh God, it like makes me like, oh God, like these people are just completely lying. This is insane, you know? But I'm having to look right now just because I have to, because I care. And we're about to have our elections here in the United States, 2020. And so what I'm looking at is just to see like what's real right now. Because honestly, I tend to get my news from like Trevor Noah and Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live, not my news, but that's the only way that I could even like second-handedly handle like the energy of Trump, is by watching like something funny. But I've actually been directly just trying to get a little bit closer to the epicenter of hell, because I'm trying to understand how we can deactivate it. And so I haven't really gotten to watch like direct videos with Trump for more than a few minutes, but I did watch like Pence go and visit some of the border locations, and just seeing the energy of what's going on and the way they present it to us, especially, you know. I can see the manipulation is just maddening. And even, you know, that's really what this video is about. It's about law. It's about what laws are we following. I talked to my sister recently, who's amazing, and we were just discussing the fact that why are we even divided between democracy and, Democrats and Republicans? We're dividing ourselves. Like, why would we do that? We're all the same, and we should have adult conversations about everything. And so that unity, and then also what rules, what laws are we following? So basically everybody's arguing about man's laws, man's ideas, man's constructs. Oh yeah, well I can take your property because I filled out this paperwork and I paid this much money. Oh yeah, well I can go ahead and pollute the oceans because I filled out this much paperwork and I paid this much money. It's fucking nuts. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. So that's what I was really thinking about this morning, is just about how like these laws are illegal. These are these are illegal. Government is illegal. There's no way that there should be military weaponry in our police force. This is insane. This is completely Nazi, you guys. Complete Nazism is taking place. I guess we're always going to have to fight it. That's what's happening. And I think that what we thought maybe is that after Hitler, we were like, whoa, wow, that'll never happen again. But it's not true. It's an illness, and it's still on the planet, and it's spreading. So I'm checking it out to try to find the Panacea, however you want to say it. I believe in that. And I believe it's spirituality. I believe it's God, and it's not a person. It's an energy. It's a center. My friend and I decided yesterday. She said, you have such a connection to God. You have a greater connection to God than I do. And I said, well, actually, I have a greater connection to myself than you do. And it's just because I've been practicing yoga for 20 years. That's all it takes. And so there is a panacea. It's called yoga. It's called self-work. It's called energy. It's called spirit. So once everybody gets their mind and heart, soul, no one would ever make these insane decisions. It's just crazy. It's maddening, you know, and it's hard for people to look. Well, we got to look, guys, because you will end up in jail. You don't think that in the concentration camps, I will tell you, in the concentration camps, there weren't just Jews. There were scientists, there were doctors, there were artists, there were writers, there were teachers. There were people that disagreed with the Nazi Party. And that's what happens when power corrupts power. And if we get more people on the side of power, that's when shit goes down. And that's kind of where we're heading right now. So I've been watching and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of people that are real assholes on this planet right now. Like, it's real. I just can't believe the way I hear people talking to each other online, and the arguments they make are just so dumbfounded. It's like, wow, like this, everyone's just throwing shit at each other, but all we're doing is like drowning in shit. And so I'm making this video to try to help, because we need to unite on the positive, not on the negative. And I believe that if we're uniting in spiritual, then it is positive. And so spiritual laws versus man's laws. I feel like man's laws divide us, and I feel like God's laws bring us together. And when I say God, I mean spirit, and when I say man, I mean woman. I'm just using words. Don't totally attach to the words so much, and just understand that I'm talking about philosophies here and constructs of our minds and the way that we can harmonize. Otherwise, there's just going to be a lot of misery. There's going to be a lot of illness. There's going to be a lot of violence. We're going to have a lot of death and destruction. People aren't really going to be happy. There's just going to be a lot of evil. And I'm not really okay with that. I don't think it's fun at all. So I really am forcing the concept right now of spiritual laws taking place in our earth as the law. So coveting. I feel like coveting is a huge, huge issue, and they've created laws to support their coveting. Well, I want this, and it's such a strong desire in me, which is coveting, even though it's not mine, but there's such a strong desire in me, so it must be real and true, so I'm going to manipulate entire situations so that I can get it. That's what basically is happening in man's laws. Obviously, there are some good ones when it comes to preventing violence, but we need to look at this really carefully, because I'm seeing a lot more laws support violence, and I'm seeing a lot more man's laws support thievery. I see a lot more man's laws ruining and dividing, whereas spiritual laws bring us together. It teaches us how to understand the animal inside of us and stop fighting with each other. I hear people wanting to like fight aliens. You're gonna spend millions of dollars and ruin our planet to fight aliens? I've never seen one. I don't even care. I'm not afraid of aliens. I'm more afraid of humans. Humans are the most dangerous species I've ever experienced. It's crazy. They're out of control with their mentalities. So yeah, I think y'all need to pick a side. Are you on God's laws, or are you spiritual, or are you in man's laws, and are you powerful? You know, if you want to be powerful and evil, stand up. Own it. Don't use it against me. Just say that's what you want. I'd like to see you. I'd like to understand the majority. I would love to understand the majority, because that's what's creating our reality. And if it comes out that there's a lot of people just wanting to be badasses, then I will just know that the mentality and consciousness of this planet is about age 3. Maybe 2. I'm like 15 years old consciously. I am 15 going on 17. I'm an adult. I care. I open my eyes. I'm not greedy. I don't covet. I'm not jealous. I don't lie. I don't steal. I don't cheat. I care for myself. I could go out of my way to help other people. More later.